Warning, you're about to see my worst crash ever.
Oh. Ow. Yeah! Ow!
Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel. My name's Tyler and I'm glad you're here. Sorry if that intro was a bit dramatic, but hey, if you're still here, at least I got your attention. Seriously, that was my worst crash ever. It's 2 weeks from today that I went to Little Switz Bike Park and got injured pretty dang bad. I'm doing okay, good enough to make this video, but still not doing great. I had some big goals for the day at Little Switz, and unfortunately that crash cut my day pretty short. But hey, I still accomplished some of my goals, and I still had a blast riding for the time I had. So here's what I did, and I hope you enjoy.
Chunky today.
Alright, after a few short warm-up laps on a green flow trail, I made my way over to a blue trail called No Name. It's honestly a kind of strange trail, but it's fun, and I finally cleared all of the features, which I wasn't able to do last time. Yeah, I wasn't able to clear that last jump or the ladder bridge gap last time, so I was stoked with that. Next I made my way over to Jammer, which is probably the most popular trail on the mountain. It's a blue jump trail. This trail is pretty dang fun, and I was able to clear everything on the line, including some gaps towards the end that I was pretty nervous about. I was stoked with that. Those last three gaps weren't obviously huge, but they were a bit technical and really close together, so it made me nervous, but I finally cleared them.
Oh yeah!
I really wanted to come back and hit this drop and wooden tabletop, but I never had the chance. Oh well, gives me something to look forward to next time. Alright, next up was Black and Blue, which, as the name suggests, is a blue trail with some optional black drops at the end. It took me all day last time to hit the biggest drops, so I was so pumped to hit them this early in the day. Alright, here's the first optional black section with a drop, gap jump, and then a bigger rock drop. The rock drop is pretty big and it's completely blind, so it did take me a couple of run-ups to remember the right direction to go flying off this rock slab.
Whoa! Sick!
That last drop absolutely terrified me last time, and it was one of the last things I hit. So I was super proud of myself hitting it first try today. But of course, I had to go back and do it again.
Yeah!
Next up was Mainline, a fun little blue jump trail. I wanted to go back and hit those jumps bigger, and although I never got the chance to do that, I did get to hit one of the biggest jumps in the park a bunch of times. It's a double black section called the Gauntlet. This jump really is huge. Here's a clip of me hitting it last time.
Yeah, boy.
Last time I was one and done with that jump. It was awesome, but also super scary. But this time I sessioned it over and over, and it was the best.
Sick. I love this place.
Now here's a look at Devil's Canyon. It's a fun little jump line that's rated black, but it's really not that bad. Next there was the train of like 10 guys who were taking the Gauntlet straight into Devil's Canyon, so I figured I'd follow along. Dang it, man! It was one of my biggest goals for the day to hit this whale tail, and I never had the chance. Add it to the list for next time.
Alright, if you're still here, then you're the best. And if you're just here to see the crash, well, you're in luck because it's coming up. I had just head over to the Badland, which is a double black section. I'd been told it's pretty gnarly, but as long as you walk everything, you're probably fine. So that's what I did, and here's how it went.
So I started down the trail and came to the set of 2 drops. One of them was just insane, but the other one looked manageable, just a couple feet higher and longer than the one on black and blue, and with a steeper landing, so I decided to go for it.
Might go for it, maybe. That is a big step up. Woo!
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh, sick.
How was it?
Not bad.
Video, if you want me to send it to you.
Dude, yeah, that'd be sweet.
Oh yeah, he's setting it on a hardtail.
Yeah.
Woo! Yo.
But wait, wasn't I supposed to crash? Oh no, I hit it just fine. And I even hit it a second time just fine. But I just had to go up a third time to try it again. And here's what happened. Coming. Coming on the small drop.
It wasn't the drop that made me crash. You see this guy on his phone? This is what made me crash. Let's rewind the tape.
Coming. Coming on the small drop.
I clearly announced I was coming. And these guys were just standing still right here. Until this guy starts walking right onto the trail looking at his phone, of course. He didn't even see me until right there. And by that point, I didn't think he was going to stop, and I had already hit the brakes enough that I wasn't going to clear that drop. At this point, I tried to bail, but obviously it didn't go well for me.
Ooh. Oh boy. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Oh crap. Oh boy. Oh, my ankle.
It's hurting, dude.
My ankle, left ankle. Ah, dude. Yeah, I was feeling it at this point. My left ankle was on fire and I was shaking up for sure. Ow. This guy, by the way, was a boss. He not only filmed that clip of me landing the drop, but also made sure I was okay and helped me grab my bike from the top of the hill. Thanks, man. And just to give you some perspective, this is where I bailed and my bike ended up. And this down here is where I ultimately came to a stop.
So yeah, that's not exactly how I saw my day going after only a few hours of riding. And to be honest, I was kind of blaming that guy for getting in my way and wrecking my day. But now that some time has passed, I can honestly say, it's all good, dude. Accidents happen, and I forgive you. But hopefully we can all learn from this, myself included, that we all need to be really aware of what's around us and not walk in the middle of trails when someone could be riding there. In hindsight, maybe I should have just shouted at the guy, tried to stay on the line and hit the drop, but it all just happened so quickly. I guess in the split-second decision, I just said, hey, it's better for me to bail than it is for me to run into this guy and us both to fall off this 10-foot drop without a bike underneath us. But who knows, it's hard to say. I would be curious to hear in the comments if you guys have had a similar situation and how you handled it and what ended up happening. All in all, I'm still definitely glad I went and rode Little Switz. I progressed a little bit and hit some spots I was just dying to ride. And just like I said in the video a couple times, this gives me something to look forward to next time I go. Sadly, we closed for the season now, but I'll definitely be back next year. The bad news is I severely sprained my ankle, like really bad. It's bruised, swollen, and there's some nerve stuff going on as well, which is pretty painful. So yeah, not ideal, but I am truly thankful that's the worst that came of it. It could have been a lot worse for sure. And the good news is, I've already got a bunch of other videos filmed and in the queue ready to go, so they'll still be coming out in the next few weeks, so subscribe if you want to see those. And just like I always say, make the most of what you got and enjoy the ride. And that's exactly what I'm telling myself as I sit in my garage and not out riding my bike. Thanks guys, see you later.